We have Larry Phillips here to talk to us about Compost Corner. We're going to talk about how to compost things in the garden. Go ahead, Larry.
Okay, we are lucky enough to have 4 different composting devices, if you want to call them that. The nice thing about them is, unlike most composting things, you don't have to use a big fork and turn over a lot of stuff. So it's really easy to do. We take garden cuttings. Normally we like them to be nice and soft and green and small. The smaller the better. 12 inches is the maximum length we want to put in there. I'd like to see it half that, but that's the way it goes. So you gather these up, you put them into these blue containers, and then you look for one of these. They open in different ways. They're all on rollers. This one opens by pulling up that latch, and you open it that way, and you can then pour things in. If you look closely, you can see worms running around in there. Okay, and worms are great because they eat compost along with bacteria. There's about 8 trillion bacteria in here right now. And when you've done that, you can then spin it around. This is our biggest one. This is my favorite. And it opens up pretty easy. It's got 2 latches here. You open this up and it's got handles you can pull on. It's kind of heavy right now. You open that up and you can see there's a lot of compost going on there. What you would then do is simply take the materials you gathered and put them in. You might want to add some water, because water is a key ingredient to compost. You have to have lots of green stuff that's shredded up, lots of bacteria. Nature provides that. Worms somehow magically just show up in these things. And if you keep it wet, good things will start to happen. Normally you will use a flowering bucket.
Show us where those are, Larry. How to get those? Where are they stored?
Stored over here. Sometimes they move on me, or they're generally right up here on this rack.
Okay.
You would simply take this and fill it. You fill it right here. There are a couple of other places you can do that. For demonstration purposes, I'm just adding a little water. And then, this is kind of fun, you make sure that the new stuff you've added gets good and wet. If you see other stuff here that's a little dry, add some water to that. No more than 1 full of these. And that will work. You close it up. You might want to have a couple of people to do this, to reach over. Composting can be dirty work. I kind of like it. Latch it up, be sure to latch it up. If you don't and you start to spin it, you're going to have a big mess on your hands. These little handles you can grab and pull, and kids on the other side can push up.
So Larry, how many students should turn the big composter, the biggest one?
I think 4 would be a good number.
Good, okay.
This one's relatively easy, 1 or 2 can do that.
Okay.
It spins on little wheels.
Nice, wonderful.
It's got an easy latch right here. You just open it up like that. This one is fun, and we can have 2 adults do this, or maybe 3 or 4 kids. And you simply push down and pull from the side. Works really well for me. If you have a lot of kids, you can do it another way.
So show us, where would the student, how would the student stand behind it?
You can either have students on either side, or you can have one on this side and one on this side.
Wonderful.
This
Okay.
spins, pops off, and you have a lot of rich compost going on in there. Lots of stuff's going on. It's okay if you see snails in there. They're just going to make the compost richer.
Wonderful. Okay, so to recap, if you're doing the compost job, you're going to get the blue buckets,
Yes.
collect up spoiled or spent or brown plants or other material. We're not going to worry about sticks. We're not going to worry about seed pods from the big eucalyptus tree, but we can use leaves. We can use some citrus peels, not citrus peels from a class of 30, and definitely the spent stuff in the garden. We're going to make sure that the pieces we're putting in are no bigger than a 12-inch ruler. We're going to make sure that we're wearing gloves. We're going to use a watering can to fill each composter up with 1 watering can's worth of water. And then we're going to spin each one, how many times?
3 should be good.
Okay, we're going to spin 3 times.
We'll use our sifter to shovel out what's there and sift it into one of our wheelbarrows, and then we'll get this wonderful, rich compost, which is super good for plants.
So we'll do that in another video. That's really exciting. Now, what should you do with all this stuff when you're done?
Stuff when we're done. Obviously, we need to put everything back, because if you don't put everything back, there's nothing worse than coming into a garden going, I know I had that tool somewhere. We put these back where they belong. Start it here. And these are new. I'm not certain as to their permanent home, but I suspect they go somewhere inside our shed.
Wonderful. Thanks, Larry.
You're welcome.